Hi, how are you? It's good to be here and thanks for listening in. I'm here to give another San Juan Regional Medical Center update on our COVID status, inpatient status, and some other things that are going on. So let me kick right in. We are seeing a decrease overall in the number of COVID patients, both within our community and within our hospital, which is really, really encouraging for us. The last couple of days there's been a little bit of a bump, but that's really nothing to call a trend. Otherwise, we're trending downward over the course of the last couple of weeks. So right now in the hospital, we have 130 patients in-house, and there's 8 patients currently in our rehab center. So our COVID numbers, like I said, they are continuing to decrease as well. Currently, we have 23 COVID positive patients in our hospital. 5 of those are on ventilators in our intensive care unit. Our intensive care unit as a whole has 10 patients in it, and we have 5 in our PCU, which is kind of our step-down unit. Those are how many are on ventilators in those areas. So, and then in our emergency department, we have 1 COVID positive patient who's on a ventilator. Who that was as of this morning. They're getting ready to move up into the intensive care unit as well. So definitely a decrease in the number of COVID patients that we're seeing in our hospital, and a decrease overall within our community, which, like I said, is very, very encouraging. This has been another surge over the course of about the last 6 weeks, and we think we're on the downward side of that surge. With all of that being said, we're very, very busy in the emergency department and in the hospital as a whole. It's not just COVID, it's all of the other conditions that we take care of at our hospital. And of course, we're open for all of those. We continue to care for patients no matter what their diagnosis is. With 130 patients in-house right now, and only 23 of those are COVID positive, we have a busy hospital that's taking care of all kinds of different diseases, pathology, injury, etc. So it is continuing to stay busy, but in terms of the COVID population, definitely improvement within our community. We're watching those numbers. Remember that Labor Day was a couple of weeks ago, and one of the things we've seen over the surges that we have had and holidays that we've witnessed is sometimes about 2 weeks after the holiday, we get a little bump in the number of COVID patients again. And that has to do with people moving around in the community more than they normally would and having more personal contacts. So that's a little bit of a background of what we're seeing. Like I said, pretty encouraging information. Behind that, yes, most of that is the Delta variant, as you all have probably heard. So to you, our community, we want to say thank you. Thank you for the support that you have given us, and we continue to need your ongoing support. You have been gracious with outreach to our caregivers at our hospital, and we really appreciate it. They are very busy. They are tired with the number of patients that have been coming in, the number of COVID patients that are being seen. So with that, if you would like to thank a caregiver, that would be really appreciated by us at the organization. And we take any messages that we receive from our public and pass them directly to our caregivers. If you'd like to reach out and just say thank you, we actually have an email address that is set up to do that. And that email address is thankacaregiver, no spaces, just thankacaregiver at sjrmc.net. And if you send a note or something into that email address, we will make sure that it gets in front of one of our caregivers or several of our caregivers at our hospital. So please take advantage of that. You have no idea how much it means to our team. Then the other thing I would say is we want you to stay informed of things that are going on within our community. And so we have a YouTube channel that you can tune into and get updates about things that are going on, what we're seeing with COVID, as well as other medical information. That YouTube channel is youtube.com/San Juan Regional, no spaces, San Juan Regional without any spaces, And we're committed to connecting you with the right information so that you can be informed of things that are happening in our community, things that are happening in our hospital, and also things that are happening on a broader perspective when it comes to healthcare. So please do that. The other is please stay safe. Get a vaccine if you haven't had a vaccine. They're safe, they're effective. We're seeing a definite positive impact on the vaccinations in terms of the patient population. But otherwise, continue to wear a mask, wash your hands, and like I said, stay safe. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.